What's cracking, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. New video. So first of all, let me start off with those that donated to the channel through Cash App or why do I always forget Super Chat? Kamai, Eduardo Contreras, Lucas Jackson, Nick, Mr. Takis, Rise, Raymond Lowe, CMXV, Miguel Gonzalez, Homer, 1983, Mason Garcia, Steven, Cardenas, David Rangel, The Big Pete, Palm Isaac, Adam Mallet, A. Drizzle, Ezekiel Rivera, Javier Carrillo, Sammy Sosa, and Suzanne Strong. Thank you guys very much. I appreciate you. Let's get into the video. So, as you guys know, some of you may not know, Gunner and I get trolled more than anybody. Gunner and I don't even respond to trolls. We let them do their thing because we're definitely doing ours, right? Well, the other night, 2 nights ago, Sammy Sosa told me about a podcast. A guy that used to be in my lives all the time, showing love, and I would shout him out. I knew what he was doing. He was trying to promote his channel. I didn't have a problem with it. So I would shout him out, tell people, hey, go and subscribe. And, he got a lot of subscribers out of it. It's all good. Well, I saw that he made a video. He was interviewing another YouTuber, and he had the audacity to put my name with Savage Studios. I never fucked with that dude. Never had nothing to do with him or what the fuck he was involved in. But it's the way people want to grow their channels, eh? Sensationalistic bullshit rather than their content. The quality of their content isn't enough. They gotta use clickbait. They gotta put people in situations that no one else is putting them in. So we're gonna talk about today this ridiculous bullshit, dropout channels and active channels. How old are these dudes, eh? How old are they? In their 40s? 50? Like late 30s? Talking about their active channels or who's a dropout channel? This ain't prison, eh? And the vatos doing that, 9 out of 10 of them weren't even in prison. When it was time for you to be tough, when you were a youngster and supposedly putting in work and you were that motherfucker and you were representing your neighborhood, you didn't represent it the way street dudes do because you stayed your ass out here. And now you guys are in your 40s and 50s talking about you follow prison politics and gang politics. You talk about you chose family over your gang. How the fuck are you active? Do you know what active means? If you were active, you wouldn't be on YouTube, period. With the exception of a couple PC channels, the actives seem to be, the so-called active channels talk about people more than anybody else. They gossip more than anyone else. And I have never, ever, ever been around homies that put their business on the street. I'm seeing so many of these so-called active vatos with the business-ass cats making videos about each other. Then I see some of them apologizing. This shit is funny to me. Cholo Juan said the other day when he was on a specific podcast, I won't say his name since he didn't, he brought us up. He brought me and Gunner up and then deleted the name, when he said it. But he tried to bait Cholo Juan into bashing us. And Cholo Juan said the truth. The majority of people that watch YouTube don't give a fuck about prison politics. They don't give a fuck about gang politics. They want a glimpse of certain stuff, certain things. But do they give a damn? And then for those vatos that never went to prison, how do you pass any type of judgment on any man, active or not? You never had to perform. You never did it. You weren't in there having to put a knife up your ass to go take it outside and use it. You didn't pull a knife out under a gun, knowing that Huda might fucking dome you and still perform. You didn't sit in them dungeons for year after year after year and play that mental game. And yet, you're active as fuck, eh? You're active as fuck on YouTube. At what point do you become a man? At what point do you grow up and stand on your own 2 feet? I respect everybody. Everybody that shows me respect. No one has ever heard me badmouth. No, don't get me wrong. Somebody attacked my family. I clap back. I don't even do that no more. People talk shit. People bring up my daughter, my mom who committed suicide. People bring up all kinds of stuff, and I'm like, that's a reflection on them, not me. I keep pushing. People are constantly bringing up my name, Gunner's name, because they have no content. How many times do you guys see me going in on these dudes? And believe me, I could. Believe me, I could go in on cats. I say it all the time. There's people that talk to me, people that do not like all the comadreism. And so they get at me. I'm like, take it to somebody else that's into that. I don't like negative energy. When I was dabbling with negative energy, people got hurt severely and violently. I'm not that dude no more. I'm a peaceful man. I get money doing this, and I think it hurts a lot of people's feelings. I'm trying to give people a glimpse into a lifestyle that they don't want their kids to be a part of. They don't want their nephews and nieces to be a part of. Their sons and daughters. And yet I got these comadres who can't stop talking about me. I'm bad for their bag. How? How is that? I feel like there's a lot of envy, a lot of jealousy. I feel like people grew up with a certain ideal in their head, and they didn't reach that. But I did. And I'm not proud of it, but I did. And it irks them. I show more respect to people in that lifestyle than these vatos that claim to be the hardest vatos on the internet. I'm not hard. When I had to be, I was good at it, but I'm not hard at all. I'm a family man. I'm a businessman. I'm a successful businessman. I don't need, see, these vatos that, like, do you understand what active means? Does anybody understand what active means? You're in them streets. You're in that life. You're in them politics. You're active with it. How active are you on YouTube? How stupid do you look to vatos that really know what being active means? Nobody's impressed. And this is why the vatos that make that type of content, your channels are stagnant and dying. Your numbers are down. Switch up what you do. That's the way to survive on here. You have to switch it up. Pay attention to what people like. Not everybody's going to like when you're making changes, but you got to do that if you want to be successful. But this negative route, come on now. It ain't you. It's not. People talking about bags getting fucked up. You're fucking your own bag up. You got no content. You got no individuality. You got nothing that people are like, damn, hey, what is he talking about today? They pretty much know what you're going to talk about. It's the same thing you talked about yesterday and the day before and the day before and the day before and the day before. Those of you that are stuck in the prison genre and you got no prison stories because you never did nothing, don't be mad. Make a right turn. Make a left turn. I don't know. Wiggle when you should be waggling. Come up with something else. I don't know. But that's my video. You guys got a little bit of attention. I refuse to name any channel. Chale. Step your game up. Go cry to whoever you're going to cry about. Cry to, I mean. Hardcore ass vatos crying to other men. It's crazy. But I mean, this is signs of the times. I would have never believed in my life, the way that I grew up, the way I was brought up, that I would see vatos, pintos, doing the shit they do on YouTube and IG. Oh, tag back. Throwing up their neighborhoods and shit. Doing that. Hey, there you go. You're a great representation of yourself. And people are watching, a few people. That's my video for today, man. Everybody, please be safe, be smart, and tell the ones you love that you love them. Stay safe in them streets, you active motherfuckers. You're not active, eh? Shout out to all the actives, by the way. Shout out to all the vatos that, unfortunately, you can't find your way out of that lifestyle yet. Unfortunately, you haven't found that thing that's more important. Hopefully you do, eh? Shout out to everybody behind the walls struggling, sacrificing. People don't like when I say, now here I go, I was ending the video, but I want to make sure that I acknowledge this. There are people that don't like when I use the term legend. I don't give a fuck. I'm showing respect. I'm not like these other vatos that talk shit about them men from the safety of their living room, from the safety of another state. I'm in my backyard. I show respect to everybody that's still in that lifestyle. It's not easy. And people don't like when I say it's a sacrifice. It's a sacrifice in that world. If it's not a sacrifice in your eyes compared to your morality, that's fine. But you cannot apply street morality to prison mentality. Two different worlds. So I'm going to keep showing respect where respect is due. I'm going to keep ignoring the suckers. Those sucker fishes, leeches that can't come up with their own shit and got to talk about me. Good luck, eh? I'm out.